Alright, welcome back. We've got another Mixmaster here that's come in for some service and maintenance. And this is a 235 watt 17A. Unfortunately, it also came with a pile of parts. As you can see, the knob is shattered. And also the handle is broken as well. But I do have a handle and a knob I can replace these with, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Even this thing right here, the clip's broke right off of there. I hold that on. But interestingly enough, this is almost like a cutaway here. If you watch, you can see, you know, how it works, how these knobs work the speed control here. Unfortunately, the on-off switch part is busted off, so you can't see that, but you can see how it works like a ramp, and it pushes on the screw right there. You'll see, you know, as I turn it, if you can see in there. Okay, it's on the ramp now, and you can see it pushes it slowly, and then as you let off, it comes back out. Okay, so this one was not sent in with a cord, but I do have a cord here. I can plug it in and we can just see if this works. So, as you can hear, it's got like a strange issue when you first turn it on, but that could be because this is all busted up too. It could be something busted up inside. Not really sure. We will start pulling it apart. And that way we can get everything cleaned up and checked. See what's going on with the rest of this. Yeah, you can see this right here is what moves. The ramp moves that, pushes that in. That's your speed control. A weird place for a washer. Two washers. I had two washers on there. I'm not sure I've seen that before. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. For that, we need our old friend, the heat gun. See if we've got her soft enough yet. Oh yeah. Slides right off. Alright, I'm going to get this mounted on a stand just to make it easier. And this is obviously not the stand that came with it. Alright, let's see if you guys will be able to see now. Oh, there's a spring. Yeah, these screws seem to be loose, but there's a chunk missing out of here. So, I'm not sure if where this attaches is broken yet or not, or if the screws are just loose. No, it seems to be intact there, but we'll replace it anyways, because that's got a big chunk taken out of it. Parts over there. Alright. You can tell this thing's had some use. Definitely got some build-up going on. Alright, if any of you guys own this type of mixer here, you know, this style, and you want to know the model number, if you look right here, it will say service number on it. Right there. It doesn't say model number no more, it says service number. And that'll be like MMA, MMB, 17A, 18A. This one happens to be the 17A. And 235 watts means that it, you know, probably came with dough hooks, because I think that was the range they started adding dough hooks. Anything before that was just didn't have enough power, and you'd burn it up trying to use dough hooks with it. And even 235 watts, I'm not sure that's quite efficient enough for dough hooks, but Sunbeam thought they were, so look at the debris from the mixer here falling out. No idea what that is, but it's all caked up in there. This is obviously somebody's workhorse, and you know, we'll get it back into working action again. Whoops. They wouldn't be complete without dropping a screw somewhere. Alright. Cover off. Here's the fan shroud. You see it's got some carbon and flour built up in there. In here, I mean, it looks normal. It doesn't look excessively dirty. When you figure, you know, all the air pulls everything through here. You got carbon from the motor, from the brushes. You got flour from, you know, when it's being used. So I mean, it doesn't really look excessive. But we'll go ahead and we'll continue taking this apart here and get our resistor down in here checked. Okay, get the wire off the capacitor. Pull this to get room to take those off. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Pull our pin out of there. Alright, here's our little resistor. Actually, it doesn't look bad, but looks can be deceiving. Sometimes they look terrible and they're good. So I'm going to set our meter up here. Check our equipment and test this resistor. Wow. Alright, you can see that's around 124. That's supposed to be 180. So we'll have to correct that. And just just to make sure, we'll go ahead and we'll check one of these 180 ohm resistors here, make sure that our machine's reading 180. Oops. Alright. So this is a 180 ohm resistor, plus or minus 10%. And you can see its meter is accurate. So we'll go ahead and we'll rebuild that resistor. Alright, it's time to start taking this sucker apart. Because we're going to get all new grease inside of here. Check the brushes, make sure everything's cleaned and polished up good. I mean, the armature looks good there. Alright, there's everything off the gearbox that secures it down. Let's take the cover off of here. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. And neither does the grease on there. Take a little closer look here. Yeah, not too bad. Still feels a little greasy like. Yeah, so I don't think we have any issue with the grease that's in there. Let me show my wiring is ready to come out, because we're going to lift this all out with the wiring connections and everything all in one shot. I know what probably is dry is these oil wicks under here, permanently lubricated, but permanent doesn't mean, I guess, 60 years by their standards. So these oil wicks in these are just a round felt wick that goes down the body, and they're saturated with oil, and they're always bone dry at this point, but easy enough to correct. Just soak them with oil again. Alright, we should be able to lift our whole assembly out here now. Oh, with the exception of the brushes that I forgot about. Alright, and there you have it. That is the whole entire motor assembly in one shot. And that makes it easy to, take apart and clean up, put it back together, and then you just drop it right back down in here when it's ready to go. Alrighty. So I gotta get these cleaned up a bit. We'll end up popping these shafts out of here. That is done. With this new camera angle, I'm not sure you guys can see, but all the debris just falling out of here. These little caps right here got to pop off. They're just like spring steel, so they got to be finagled off of there, and then you can pull the shafts out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of this taken apart, cleaned up, and then get everything else all cleaned up, polished up, and all that, and we'll get ready to put it back together, and we'll come back then. Alright, so we got Scott's mixer all wrapped up here for him and ready to go. We put a new speed dial cap on and a handle because those were broken in shipping. So, you know, and a new chrome piece back here, so that's no longer a concern. Everything inside's been cleaned, lubed, greased, all that. We repaired the resistor, rebuilt the resistor in here, so that's good as new now too. Let's go ahead and turn this on and give us a listen to. Alright, as you tell, it's, you know, runs through all the gears fine and all that, so all the speeds, I should say, just not gears, because all the speeds just fine. So this one's wrapped. We're going to get this one packed up and get it back to Scott, and he can put it right back in use again. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one.